Howdy, Possum Patty here, and today I am working in my Kitty Boho journal on an open collab, hashtag Let's Use Paper Bags, hosted by Susan at Susan Hiles Art and Sheree at Turquoise Dreaming. So come on along. Okay, for February 18th, the prompt is to make a bag and matching tag. So I have a paper bag here, and I have this wonderful, It's Raining Cats and Dogs paper. This is graphic 45. This was gifted to me, and it is just simply gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And last night it did rain cats and dogs, so I thought I would appropriately make a tag and bag with this theme, raining cats and dogs. So what I have to do is, let's see, see what size these pages are. And I think maybe I could make a few pockets with this paper bag, or maybe I'll use two paper bags and make a page with a bunch of pockets in it and decorate this with the paper and then make some matching tags. Okay, I think I am going to deconstruct this paper bag because I really don't want these folds on the side. And I'm going to split it down here. Right in the middle crease there, but I am going to take my Saran wrap cutter, because you see how this edge is jaggedy, and this cutter makes the perfect edge for this. So I am going to tear it right down. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this, but it'll be going somewhere. Okay. And I got jaggedy edges down the side. And I can take the other side of the bag. Now this side has a seam in it, but I'm going to cover it up anyway, so I don't think that's going to affect it too much. So I'll make this whole thing out of one lunch bag size bag. And I'm going to cut this down to the same size using my handy dandy Saran wrap cutter. Okay, I am going to make a rippy edge where I had cut with the scissors. And on this one too. climbing on my computer. All right, now have to figure out how I want to fold these, because I want some room to decorate. Okay, what I decided to do was mark this one 1 inch, this one 2 inches, this one 3 inches, and then if I fold this up to that mark, then this will be about 2. So it's kind of not exactly like a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 2 inch. So you can see they're just folded. So here's the first one. I'll line this up with 1 inch there. Then I marked 2 inches, so I folded this to 2 inches like that. And then this is the back one. And I folded this up so it's at the 3 inch mark. And this one winds up being 2 inches. So it's 2, 3, 2, 1. Doesn't matter. Make them any size you want. Okay, now I am going to cover each one of these strips with a piece of paper from this collection, Raining Cats and Dogs. And then I will probably sew it together. All right, so first I'm going to pick out some paper. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do 4 different designs or any combination I want. So let me get some more of this paper. Okay, I cut 4 pieces of the set from the Graphic 45 Raining Cats and Dogs. And there's 2 larger pieces for the larger pockets, the 2 inch and the 3 inch. And here comes Kitty. And 2 smaller pieces to fit the bottom and the top. These are about 2 inches wide. And after I spent all that time carefully cutting the edges of the bags, you're not even going to see those. But I will punch thumb holes there. I tried to use the different patterns. Too easy to match stuff when they send you a set where everything matches, right? And then I took Raining Cats and Dogs, and that fits perfect right there. So how does that look? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now the first thing I'm going to do is carefully glue these down where they belong. All right, so we'll start with the back one. This one's going that way, and on the little fold here, that one's going that way. This is not really a tutorial because I'm sort of winging it, doing this, figuring it out as I go along. I guess I could have watched somebody's video and how they put this whole thing together. But sometimes I just like to figure it out for myself. A little more interesting and challenging that way. I think I made a bag pocket before. Probably not quite like this, though. All right, so this was the back piece, and this is going to show at the top, and then this is the little folded piece at the bottom. The kitty's in my lap. She's helping me make my kitty boho journal. Okay, and the black one goes down here. I'm just using some tacky glue. Hopefully she doesn't get her tail in it. So I think today I'll just be making pockets from this bag and the cards, and then it'll be all set to journal on when I come back to journal in the book. And this is something I don't usually do. Okay, and then the front one was just folded up like this, and that's going to go right in there. So the top one was the umbrellas. So I just need to glue this down. Somebody else had sent me some Halloween goodies. Oh, I think I want it. I want to get a little bag of Halloween goodies, and she had made her bag topper. I think it was graphic 45. Their paper is gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm so used to journaling with kitchen trash. But I love journaling with kitchen trash, don't get me wrong. I think this glue is getting old, getting thick and clunky. Doesn't want to come out. Where did I put the lid? Okay. So this, make sure it's going the right way. I'm going to go right at the top there. You're not even going to see that this was a paper bag. After it's all covered up. Okay, now this one goes on here. But I made it a little bit longer. But that's okay. So it'll show through the little thumb hole. You know, it feels like stuff is in there, but it doesn't want to come out. Oh, let me get a different glue. I like this clear bottle because you can see what's in there. This is also Eileen's tacky glue. It's just a clear gel. Although this is probably getting old too. This one I did not have upside down. I like to store them in that little bucket upside down. I don't like the cat licking my hand because I just put hand cream on. It's probably not a good idea for her to lick it. Put that one upside down. Put that one on crooked, didn't I? Alright, we're going to give this a minute to dry. Now I just have to glue down Raining Cats. I took off the dog. Not that I don't like dogs, it just didn't fit on the pocket. And this boho journal is about kitty cats. with the "and dogs," it just went over the edge. So we have the front of the bag and the back of the bag. That's the front, that's the back. Just folded up with little pieces of scrap paper. I did different size sections. Okay, I'm going to take my hole punch and cut little thumb holes out, I think. And then I have to attach the whole thing together. Oh, I gotta reach down here and get my whole cat just jumped off my lap. Okay, this is about 5 inches wide, so the middle is about 2.5 inches. So somewhere around there. I made a little line. Oh, doesn't like to cut through wet glue. So I was waiting for it to dry a little bit. Okay, next is gluing up the sides or sewing. Maybe I will sew it. All right, I'm going to give the glue a little bit more time to dry because I saw by cutting the thumb holes it's still a little wet. The clear gel tacky glue does take a little longer to dry than the white stuff. And then I'm going to just sew this way. So I did a quick zigzag stitch all around the edge. And it looks good on this side. I did buckle the paper bag a little bit on this side, but I think it'll be okay. You're not going to see it as long as it works okay. And so this will be 1 pocket, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to put some glue along the edge here and glue that down. Hopefully. I got that buckle in there, but I think it'll be okay. And then make a few tags. I got a little bit of this Fabri-Tac left in here, so I think I'll just use this. I like to use a stronger glue for pockets. And this is a lot of pockets. I'm not going to glue the whole thing because then this can be one big pocket here in the back. Oh, right? Okay. I just said that. Look what happened. I globbed some glue. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that's not going to help matters. Not going to help matters at all. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. Oh, I just sat down on my cat. Get that off. The pocket doesn't stick to the paper behind it. And I didn't quite like the pink background, so I did add another piece of paper from that set, Raining Cats and Dogs, to the page. I just glued it down. And now, let's see, it's going to be a little buckled. But I think once you fill the pockets, it'll be okay. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. Really buckled over here. to keep pressing on this. Okay, I'm going to let this dry, and while it's drying, I'm going to make some tags. For the first tag, I just cut this image out of the paper. Raining cats and dogs. I just cut 2 little corners off, and I rounded the bottom corners. And I think she's really cute, and the back is just plaid, so a picture or some journaling can be done on this side. And I love this with the cats and the little girl, so I'm just going to leave that one the way it is for the biggest pocket right there. And I don't want to put a hole in her head. So I think I will, oh, you know what? I can stitch a ribbon on maybe. Just a little ribbon coming up. I'm trying to do better with my layering this year, so I'm going to layer 3 ribbons, black and white, to match the polka dots and the checks in the background. And all I'm going to do is fold these 3 layers in half and take this over to the sewing machine and stitch them on. I think I'll just put them in the corner here. I don't want to sew on that cute little girl with her kitties. My first tag is done. These 2 ribbons are from the Dollar Tree, and this one was gifted to me. This is Walmart. This little black one's Walmart. And so that's the big tag and bag. Okay, 1, 2, 3 more. Now this is also a cut apart from that set, and since it has a space to journal on it right there, I'm going to add an image to the back. And this will be for the second pocket. And I think I'm going to cut out this little girl here. That is the same girl that's in there. And I just noticed it's 1 kitty and 1 puppy that she's carrying along with her umbrella. And my kitty is right now sitting on top of my computer, which is okay because it's not on right now. Sometimes she likes to walk on it when it's on, and then she steps on the keys, and there's no telling what she presses. Oh, love is a 4-legged word. Oh, now she's in my lap. Now she's in my lap. Okay, I'm going to fussy cut that a little bit more. I just wanted to see if it would fit, and then glue it down to that tag. Okay, I was just going to glue this down, and I said, wait a minute. I need to layer. So I'm looking through my trim box. I just found this orange piece of material already cut to the perfect size to go under that fussy cut. And then there's this lace that looks like this green will go with that too. Layer, layer, layer. Okay, I'm going to glue this down. Something like this. I ran a black stitch across the top because I folded that over straight on that side but not on this side. So I don't know how that happened. But I'm good at crooked. Black stitch across the bottom. Everything else is just glued down. Stitches aren't necessary. But now I've got several layers on there. This side is for journaling. And tag number 2 is wet, but it is done. The same girl that's on tag number 1. Okay, so the next pocket down, that's 1, 2, 3, this middle pocket right here. There were more tags that came with this set. And these all have kitties on them. This one's really pretty. Oh, this one matches that umbrella. Ooh, all right, so this one will go in here. So let's, oh, it fits perfect too. So let's do something to this one now. And let's see. This one has an image, so maybe I want to leave this plain on the back. So I can trim this a little bit, make it even. Maybe I will round the corners. Make it even, right, like I make anything even. We'll call it possum straight. Okay, so maybe on this one, I can just put a little bit of lace. This is my bucket of trim where I found that material. Material is not supposed to be in here, but there is some sari silk and different scraps of lace and embroidery. All right, so I'm going to dig through this bucket, see what I can come up with. You could always add one more thing, and I think I'm going to add one of these little kitty stamps from this pack. Got a whole bunch of them down here in the corner, just because. Okay, I had this upside down for a while. It's working better now. But the little kitty fits perfect in the corner. And for this small pocket at the bottom, I just cut out a piece of that paper that says "Where home is where my cat is," has the umbrellas on it. And this side I can use for putting a picture on, I guess. Next pocket is C is for cat with just a little bit of trim there. Journaling card goes in the middle pocket. Well, there's really no middle, right, when there's 4 of them. And then this one is almost dry because it has a lot of layers. Journaling on that side. And it's still a little wet. I need to be careful with that. And then the last card goes up here, and this is all made with Graphic 45 Raining Cats and Dogs. So my paper bag pockets and 4 matching tags for the open collab. Let's use paper bags, and this is the bags and matching tags. So please click below and visit Sheree at Turquoise Dreaming and Susan at Susan Heil Arts. They're the hosts, co-hosts of this open collab. And maybe you can click on the hashtag and visit some of the other videos as well. So thanks for coming along today, and happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.